Hello everyone and welcome back to another video. Today, I want to briefly talk about the history of Cedar Fair and other companies operating Gilroy Gardens in Northern California. With this out of the way, let's start this video and mini documentary. It all started in 1975 when Tree Haven was born. This was a much different version of what the park was today. This was the first name of what Gilroy Gardens is now. It did take until 2001 before Gilroy Gardens became a real theme park, but then it was born in Gilroy, California. This was actually Bonfante Gardens. The park was named after the founder, Michael Bonfante. It took years of constructing this park, but eventually it did open. The theme of this park is garlic, because Gilroy, California, the city the park is in, is known for the garlic that is made around the city. The park opened with a few rides, and most of the rides that are at the park are still at the park, and they have not gotten much like new attractions. I won't go over every ride, but I will give a short rundown on the major rides. A Morgan Mine Train, as well as a Cedar Kids Coaster, are the only coasters this park has gotten. There is also a garlic-themed teacups ride, which looks very interesting, and a mushroom-themed swing ride as well. This is a family park, so they don't get many large-scale thrill rides, however. 2003 was a different year for the park. As for the first of many times in this video, the park changed ownership. Paramount Parks began to manage the park in 2003, but not many changes were made with the park. The park almost didn't open for their third year, and if it wasn't for Paramount Parks, the park may not exist at all. In 2004, the park began doing a Christmas event called North Pole Nights. Also, another special event was the Halloween event called the Great Big Boo, and the old name of this event was Halloween at Night. It is assumed this was introduced when the park opened, but I couldn't find anything on this event. In 2005, a children's water play area was added. This was called Bonfante Splash Garden, just a normal water play area for the children. But then in 2006, something major happened for the park. In 2006, Paramount decided they no longer wanted to be in the theme park business and sold all of their parks to Cedar Fair, the same people who own Cedar Point and Knott's Berry Farm. To say this shook up the amusement industry was an understatement, as this changed everything. But Bonfante Gardens wasn't your normal Paramount or Cedar Fair park. It was a family park. Nothing really changed in 2006, but in 2007, something changed the park forever. The name of Bonfante Gardens wasn't really good enough in Cedar Fair's eyes, so in 2007, the name of the park was changed to Gilroy Gardens. This was because it made it more obvious where the park was and what the theme was. There wasn't many new things added for this name change, but there was a new mascot. This was Gil. Gil is a piece of garlic. Yes, you heard me. Their mascot is garlic. Hey, it fits the theme, I guess. In 2008, the city of Gilroy, California, ended up buying the park, so now Cedar Fair would lease the park. Not much new was added until 2009. This was when the park celebrated the 6th anniversary of their Christmas event. A new fireworks show and drone show was added for the Christmas season, and it was a great way to close out the decade of the 2000s. 2010 was the park's 10th year anniversary, and the park celebrated by doing 10 Years of Wonder, a celebration for the anniversary of the park which seemed very nice. Nothing much happened with the park again until 2013. The park got another new mascot this year. The new mascot was Roy, and according to the park, this was Gil's sister? Interesting story for sure, but if you put the mascots' names together, you will get Gil and Roy, which would be Gilroy. I see what they did there, and honestly, it's sort of smart. Humor is at its peak. Nothing else new for 2013, so it was on to 2014. Finally, a new attraction was added to the park in 2014. Water Oasis, another kids' water play structure. I'm going to be honest, I love the water play structures, so the more the merrier, I guess. And these are fun attractions for the smallest of kids and me. Not much more news came until 2016. A new Christmas event would be added, and this would be called Christmas at Night, and the park would light up for some festive fun. Also at the end of 2016, the park introduced Lumination, Chinese culture celebrated in a whole new light. This is a Chinese celebration, which included 30 light displays made by artisans from China. These would look nice in the day and stunning at night. This event went into early 2017, which brings us to our next new event. Another new event was added this year called Gardens at Night. This was a separately themed nighttime event that ran from October through early December. The main festivities began with Halloween at night, which gave kids spooky activities to do and trick-or-treating, of course. The next event ran from the rest of Gardens at Night event. This was called Harvest at Night. This event had food tastings and also local beer and wine tastings as well. This event also included new live entertainment. Overall, a great year for the park with all kinds of new events for guests to enjoy. I would also like to note the pandemic in 2020 before I get into the huge bit of news. The park was affected extremely hard by the pandemic. The park was shut down until May of 2021. As it was now safe for people to go to more theme parks, meaning the park missed a whole operating season, which stinks. 2021 was a huge year for the park as well. After pushing back the 20th anniversary celebration due to the pandemic, it was time for the park to celebrate for this milestone. With the best new birthday party ever, guests would be able to stop by the new birthday clubhouse to learn birthday rap from the birthday crew. And you could also get cupcakes with sprinkles on it. But they had to be reserved at 4 party patios. This gives the guest ability to relive 20 years of memories at the park. The park definitely goes all out for its birthdays. Meanwhile, behind the scenes, the park's ownership was changing. The contract for Cedar Fair to manage the park ran out in 2021, and Cedar Fair decided not to extend the contract, and Gilroy Gardens needed new owners. The Gilroy Gardens' new owners were non-profit, and they were called Gilroy Gardens Incorporated. In 2022, the park closed an attraction, Bonfontaine's Splash Garden, which opened in 2005. Lastly, in 2023, the park introduced a new event from March to May. Fantastical Flowers would be going on. This would feature fun photo opportunities and live entertainment. A nice new event to the park. That brings us to the current time, September 2023. The park has had a rocky history, but maybe with the new owners, the park can finally get the love and attention it deserves. That's it for this video. If you enjoyed watching it, please feel free to like and subscribe. This was my first mini documentary, so I hope everyone enjoyed. If you want to see a certain video, comment down below. I do listen. Have a great day, and I will see you in the next video.